What's up, sons? It's Blind Rod with Son of a Tech once again. I'm in a bit more of a relaxed position today just because my back's acting up on me. Somebody said I was getting fat. I don't know what that was about, but rude. I'm working on it, okay? For your information, I weigh exactly the same as I did last year, but I probably have a bit more fat than muscle, so I'll give you that. Today, we're going to be talking about, obviously, the big news, the elephant in the room. There is the possibility that none of these proof of work coins that are GPU mineable, ASIC mineable, proof of stake, actually, as well, to be honest with you guys, all the tokens, none of these things are going to pump near the amount they have in the past. And we're going to talk about why that is starting the show off. But then we're also going to be taking a look at Trump's tariffs proposal and the replacing the income tax with a historical economic strategy. We have more information on that today. Definitely excited to dig into that one. We're also going to be talking about Michael Saylor's Bitcoin buying spree that's been going on here recently. And we'll be talking about Elon Musk and his proposal to utilize blockchain for the Department of Government Efficiency, also known as Doge. And then we'll be talking about Ethereum Foundation selling off their Ethereum, continued sell-offs as Vitalik runs Ethereum into the ground post proof of stake move and just destroys the entire ecosystem single-handedly. Yes, I'm a little grumpy about it. We're also going to be talking about KuCoin pleading guilty in their case, as well as a cool little application coming from iMineBlocks, and we will be doing a reaction to Retro Mike Tech here on YouTube, a fellow crypto mining YouTuber, so I'm looking forward to that as well. Hope you guys are having a great Monday. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and without further ado, let's go ahead and dig into the nitty gritty here. So what am I talking about with essentially the lack of pump, right? The no pump. Why would we not get a strong pump in every single cryptocurrency this cycle if it is similar to every other cycle? And we've already seen a delayed altcoin season compared to previous cycles. We haven't seen altcoins perform nearly as well as they have in the past with the increase in Bitcoin price that we've seen, with Bitcoin going up 500% over the past year. And a lot of that is actually just basic liquidity problems. Ash Crypto here on Twitter dug into this a little deeper, and he lays it out very plain. You can see it already on screen. Why is the alt season delayed? In 2013 to 2014, there were 500 tokens available. In 2017 to 2018, there were 3,000 tokens available for people to put their money into. In 2021, there are 300,000 to 3 million tokens available for people to pick and choose from. So what does that mean? It means there's not enough liquidity in the market for large pumps on each individual token. And because there's more options, there's less of a likelihood of the particular token that you're holding on to pump. And this includes GPU mineable coins. This includes, of course, ASIC mineable coins. This includes tokens on any blockchain, whether it's Solana, Ethereum, you name it. It includes everything in the entire ecosystem. So we have to adjust our strategies and our holding patterns. And that is really what this is going to come down to. Now, obviously, it's even more bleak if we're talking about GPU mineable coins, because if we're talking about GPU mineable coins, well, there's a lack of liquidity in the mining equipment, a lack of capital investment in the mining equipment itself, which means that there's less of an incentive for third parties or institutional money to go into that particular project. This is why a lot of people would say that ASICs will have a better chance, or ASIC mineable coins will have a better chance of sucking up some of this institutional buying, which then thereby, of course, creates that coin pricing going up. We've seen this strategy be deployed here over the past year or 2 years, few years actually at this point. I guess 4 years. It's been a long time. But we saw this applied with, of course, kaspa. We saw it applied with Alephium. And then we saw it applied with Radiant. But people are kind of getting burned out on these ASIC pump and dump coins as well. So I don't think we're going to see it as much on the ASIC front either. And it just comes down to basic mathematics. Market is diluted as fuck. Exchanges only listing memes to grab volume and grow their user base. Retail buys these memes and down 80% in a week, and then they quit. When everyone can launch a token with a click of a button, what do you expect? And when big exchanges prioritize listings of these memes rather than good projects, only people who make money is the token dev, the insiders, and exchanges. Only 1% of the buyers actually make money in these. You see the data on chain to confirm. And as you guys can see, a lot of people have been upset with my digging into the Solana blockchain. I get it. This is a proof of work channel. But we really need to understand what's going on here, because look at the volume on Solana. It's not even fucking close. And yes, I'm dropping F-bombs today, but it's not even close, guys. We're talking about base coming in a little bit below that, or I mean a lot of bit below that, right? With the Coinbase layer 2 solutions, we're seeing BSC as well coming in a little bit below that. Polygon, Optimism, Blast, Arbitrum, Ethereum. Now, Arbitrum, Optimism, those are all going to be layer 2s on top of Ethereum. You could roll all of that into Ethereum. Sure, you could make that argument. But because people are filtering their money to a layer 2, the transactions aren't happening on ETH necessarily. And so that's kind of why you end up in this position. Now, it doesn't just apply. Tokens are the biggest problem. And obviously, we can see tons of tokens coming out 24/7. However, if we look at just crypto chains, I pulled up this data as well, and it's not much better. Yes, there were a lot more chains and this is layer 1s, right? This tracks the amount of layer 1s in existence, number of cryptocurrencies worldwide for 2013 to 2025. You can see that we kind of like, sure, in 2018, there was about 1,600, but we've about 10x that on layer 1s alone. And so, yes, tokens are the biggest problem, but it's not the only problem. So this is a wide affecting array of issues going on. And the problem, too, if you compound that with the fact that most people's first taste into cryptocurrency has been these meme tokens, right? Whether it be back in the previous cycle with things like Shiba Inu, all the way through to this cycle where we're seeing the Trump and Melania meme tokens and so on, and the fart meme tokens, all that sort of stuff. They get in with their capital, they lose 80%, they never touch crypto again because they had a bad experience, and so that liquidity is just lost to the token dev, the exchanges, and so on. And of course, those guys are going to be putting out whatever has the highest demand. So what do we take from this as far as mining strategies moving forward is really the big question. And I will be honest with you, I'm still trying to figure out how to answer that question. Because if we are, let's say, GPU miners, let's take the most difficult space right now within cryptocurrency, period, hands down. The most difficult space to survive in right now is GPU mining. And why is that? Well, that's because there's less capital investment on the mining side of things driving those particular projects. And the thing is yes, as a GPU miner, you should want to protect your investment and mine probably to something like Bitcoin that's going to be, a lot safer to hold your cryptocurrency into. But the problem is as soon as you do that, you're taking the liquidity out of the project that you're mining to be profitable, and thereby you destroy that project's price and therefore eventually your capability of being able to be profitable with a GPU, which is what we've been seeing over the past X amount of years, right? Since the bear market began. What you see is the project is kind of gets its test net out. Maybe it's incentivized like Ironfish or QAI or ChiAI or whatever it's called. One of these incentivized test nets. Maybe it's that case, and then you get some when it gets listed. I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. If you would like to see more from this particular episode, take a look up here. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support me directly, you can go to sonofatech.locals.com and become a member. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday.